Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from, and welcome to Chocolate Chilu channel. And today we just want to have a storytelling time so that at least I can explain certain things that you need to know. First of all, I want to just talk about the people that are watching this video for the very first time. Please, may you please subscribe to Chocolate Chilo and let the channel grow. Let us be a family in this YouTube. So now, right now, I'm just going to talk about certain things. Most of you that have watched maybe 2 of my videos, I only have 3 of them. 2 of my videos, I think I explained to say that I am a teacher, teaching in a rural area, and I'm actually in a different location, just visiting. So I'll be traveling back because schools are opening here in Zambia. Actually, I'm in Zambia. So like for today, we just want to, maybe, I just want to tell you a story about how I entered into or how I found myself teaching in a rural area. So first thing first, I was actually employed in a private sector, teaching in a private sector in the capital of Zambia. I taught in a private sector for about 6 years, and then I decided to join in the public sector. So now what really happened was like this. I think the people that are watching that are from Zambia, they will know what I mean in a lot of things that I'm going to talk about today. So I actually applied to move because I wanted to move from a private sector into a public one. So I applied, and because the government had it advertised for teachers to be employed in the public. So I did apply, and names were published. The qualified candidates were published in the newspaper. So what happened was that at that time, it was almost the end of the year when the names were published in the newspaper, national newspaper, and I found myself to be part of the qualified candidates that were picked from there. So now the story went like this. I prepared by that time. I was married by that time, and I had one child. I had my daughter. I had a daughter by that time. So I applied and I was picked. So I had to travel from the Lusaka part of Zambia into the northern part of Zambia. And that was my very, very first time traveling that far. So what happened was that I left my husband, I left my daughter here and started off to go and work in the rural area. So now the buses were actually traveling throughout the night. So now to move from where I was in Lusaka and traveling to the northern part of Zambia, it was taking about 13 hours on a bus by the road, 13 hours. So I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know anybody there. That was my very first time traveling that far. So we started off around 16, that is 4 p.m. We started off moving throughout the night. I got tired, and I started asking people, are we not reaching? People are like, we are really far. I was like, where am I going? We moved throughout the night till in the morning around 6. That's when we arrived in Bala district of the northern part. So when I dropped off, I disembarked from the bus. I asked certain people that are found by the same place where buses were parking. I was like, I'm looking for a place where I can get on a bus to go to the district education board secretary's office. Then they started laughing at me. They were like, actually, you have reached. I was like, what? Yeah, this is the town where you are. Where you want to go, it's just a walkable distance of about 5 minutes. I was like, is this the town? You know, sometimes we need to appreciate where we're coming from. Sometimes places where we go are different from where we are coming from. So I just saw these small shops and everything. I was like, oh, this is the town. Then they were like, yeah. So somebody who was kind enough showed me the place. I was just shocked because I think throughout my growing up, I'd never really gone to a village. So I was like, wow, this is town. Yeah, just simple shops here and there. So I had to move to the education board secretary. Everything I reported and everything was done. Then now time came for people to come and collect, the head teachers to come and now pick their teachers from the center. And now it happened that my head teacher also came to pick me. And then he's like, oh, actually I'm your head teacher. Where you're going is such a school. It's not really far from town. Actually, the place is just nearby. If you want, you can be staying in town and going to the village for work. I was like, oh, really? Yeah, so this is how you move. You can get on a cab, you pay this amount, and you travel to that place. So I was like, oh, I will report tomorrow. So I had to lodge in town that night. And now I had also a friend of mine who I met. He was actually reporting also. So we traveled together throughout to the place. Yeah, looking at the place. I was at a private sector where the environment was a little bit totally different from what I had found. So I went there with a friend. We reported. I started contemplating. I was like, I think I need to change my mind. I was like, please, I think I need to change my mind. Can I stay here, leave my child, leave my husband for just this work? I was like, I need to get back. I think I need to get back home. I contemplated. I had negative thoughts. I had positive thoughts. I was like, anyway, let me try to be here. I tried to be there. My sisters encouraged me to stay, and I really stayed there. And now, it was difficult in the beginning to cope with the environment because there's no service. You cannot make a call anyhow, anywhere, anytime you feel like. The service is restricted. So I stayed there for some time, not communicating with my family. I would walk a certain distance for me to acquire the network and get the service, call the family. So I stayed for a while, and I just be there, and I stayed there for some time, and I gotten used to the environment. Actually, I've worked there for 11 years now. So I'm used now with the environment and, natural life and everything. It's quite interesting. I'm going to show you how that environment I'm talking about looks like. It's actually encouraging and everything. So I think that's it. That's how I became a teacher in a rural area. And I'm enjoying being there. And I'm enjoying teaching there. People keep on asking, hey, do you enjoy staying there? No network, no anything, but I enjoy. So I think for now, for today, I shall end here, and I'm just asking for people that are going to see this video to just subscribe to my channel and see how far we'll go. I'll actually show you the place I'm talking about. For now, I say bye.